This is episode number 172 of the Middle Country Public Library podcast. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Good.
I'm Sal DiVincenzo. It's Sarah Fade with us.
Hello.
Nicole Rambo.
Hello.
And we're going to do a special episode this week.
Yeah.
We're going to do a trivia episode. How's that sound?
About what?
Oh, Nicole.
Ugh.
Boy, do I have some interesting some interesting things for you. So, a lot of times these trivia episodes end up not so much being about the actual trivia.
All right.
It's more about the fun that I have.
Yeah.
And it's also, look, let's be honest, it's an advertisement for the resources that we have here at the library.
Yeah, like
Right.
Statista.
Yes, like Statista, yes. See, Statista is my book riot. Do you notice that?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so
I
I'm
could.
saying,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
But we're not going to use Statista
What?
on this week's episode.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I thought that we'd dig deep into some of the other resources that we have in our online reference collection
Yeah.
Okay.
on our website. So it's
Sure.
mcpllibrary.org.
Mm-hmm.
On the homepage, you can go to either the children's department, the teens department, the adult department, click on the link, and then see a wonderful listing of online resources that we have, from ebooks of actual dictionaries and textbooks and all that good stuff, as well as online resources from Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
We've all heard of Oxford, I'm sure.
Britannica.
ProQuest, Gale. We just have this huge, gigantic collection. And I thought that I would maybe come up with some questions that I can ask you that you would have been able to answer by using those resources.
Oh, so anything.
Yes, pretty much.
Trivia.
I was going to say,
anything.
but we're not using the resources.
We're using our mind.
We're using our
You're
own
going to
head.
use your minds, but if you're listening at home
Okay.
and you say, "Oh, I wonder how I would have answered that question," or "I wonder how
I'd
I
call the
would have-"
library and ask the librarian.
Yeah, yes, well, we're
Look
there
it
for
up.
that too. But I'm just.
No, yeah, I'm ready. I
Yes,
love
okay.
a good
Yes,
database.
Be difficult. Be difficult.
That's the only thing I know how to do.
Okay, so I don't think we're gonna keep score, right? We don't have to keep score anymore.
No. We already know I lost.
You've been good.
No,
No,
you've
I
been
think
very.
we tie
You've definitely tied
several times.
Yeah, several times you've tied. Okay, so here's question number one. So I'll tell you the question. I'll tell you where it came from.
Okay.
So, which artist is best known for their near abstract paintings based on enlargements of flower and plant forms, works of great elegance and rhythmic vitality, whose sensuous forms
Oh,
are
geez.
often sexually suggestive?
What?
It's Georgia O'Keeffe.
Oh, I was going to say Monet.
Oh, well, I'll give you the choices.
Okay.
And
Oh.
then you go.
Okay.
And then you go. But Andrew Wyeth,
Uh-huh.
Georgia O'Keeffe,
Okay.
Roy Lichtenstein, or Jenny Saville.
Oh, okay. I would have
Saville.
said.
Jenny Saville, I'm sorry.
I would have said O'Keeffe.
O'Keeffe?
Yeah.
O'Keeffe, yes. You're right. That's from the Oxford Dictionary of Art, 3rd edition.
Ah.
Okay, here's a science question. Somewhat of a science question. Which of the following means, so which of the following four choices I'm going to give you means the following? Ocean wave caused by a large displacement of mass under the surface of the water, such as an earthquake or a volcanic eruption.
Tsunami.
Oh.
See, you
I'm
so
sorry.
so far, I
Yeah.
tell you. Is it berm, sash, sediment, or tsunami?
I think we both agree.
We both agree.
Tsunami.
It's tsunami, yes. Tsunami is an ocean wave caused by large displacement of mass. So a berm is a platform of wave-deposited sediment that is flat or slopes slightly landward.
Wow.
I've never heard of this before. Seiche, a standing wave in a body of water. Sediment is solid, unconsolidated rock and mineral fragments, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's from Climate Change in Context.
Oh, yes. That's a popular one with the teens.
It is a popular one with the teens, yes. It offers coverage of the history, politics, and ethical debates related to climate change, including impact of climate change on daily life, trading, commerce, travel, and the future of both industrialized and impoverished nations. That's a book. We have 2 volumes online that you can read or look up and do research on. Sound good, right?
Yeah.
Now, how good are you at your computer skills?
I would
Like
think
your
one of
computer
us is better than the
technology.
other.
All right, well, let's
Not
see.
me.
How many bytes in a megabyte?
A
1,000, a million, a billion, or a trillion?
Is it, what?
1,000,
Wait, a megabyte
I'll
and
say
A megabyte.
A million.
Yes. A million,
I
a
would
billion,
think.
or a trillion.
A million.
a mega million. A million.
A million. You are correct.
Yes.
So far, you have gotten all 3
Woo!
questions right. Yes, million. 1,000 is KB, billion is GB, gigabytes,
Mm-hmm.
and trillion is TB, terabytes.
Terabytes.
And that's from Computer Sciences, a 4-volume online resource that you can read, reviews the history of computer science, discusses concepts and profiles, contributors in the field.
Oof.
Ah.
Not bad,
Interesting.
right?
Riveting.
Yes. Okay, so I'll try to wake you guys up because I feel like
No,
you've all
I'm
the same-
not. No.
Give us something hard.
Okay, this is going to be hard. I made this specifically
Okay.
hard for you, okay?
Okay.
In which country, instead of the tooth fairy,
Okay.
children put their teeth under the pillows at night
Okay.
and wait for Ratoncito Perez, the tooth mouse, to come and exchange them for coins?
Mexico?
Is it Mexico,
No.
Brazil, Chile, or Spain?
I'll say Mexico.
I'll say Chile. I like to say that.
Okay, so you're both wrong.
Ah.
So it's both tied still, but it is Spain.
Spain. Okay.
Ah.
I
Aw.
apologize if I pronounced the tooth mouse's actual name incorrect. I think it's pretty rad that Spain's tooth mouse, like their tooth fairy,
Yeah.
actually has a name. Like you can look them up in the phone book, you know.
Oh, Perez.
Perez. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So that is from Culturegrams, which is one of my favorite
yes,
databases.
that's a good one
for the
Also a good
kids.
one for the kids too.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been doing it since '74, and
They're
is
great. Like they're just fun to look at.
Exactly.
It's good
I love.
information. It's easy
Yeah.
to navigate. It's a great one.
Can I tell you,
Yeah.
I go there just to read.
Yeah.
Because it's so interesting. Like they have, you
What?
can pick. Yes, you can pick. Sarah, I swear. to you.
All right, that's a little overboard, Sal.
No,
You
because
got
you know what?
culturegrams in your pocket. They pay
No,
you
do you know?
so-
Do you know what I like? This is what I like doing. Sometimes when I like
Ugh.
just going to the map, you click on a country,
Mm-hmm.
and then I like going to the information on gestures and family
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and dining and stuff like that.
I like the recipe ones.
The recipe ones
Yeah.
are great, and they got videos on there too. And they
Mm-hmm.
got you can play the national anthems of all of the countries by clicking on the national. It's a
You
great.
need to get cable, Sal.
Just
kidding, just kidding.
Culturegrams, come on.
that's
So
good,
what'd
that's
what'd you do tonight? I found out about Turkey.
Yeah, I've learned about Mr. Perez and the stealing teeth from.
I found out that in Japan, when you hand someone your business card, you use 2 hands.
Yeah, they do that for a lot.
Yes.
And when you pour
Yes,
stuff, and,
exactly.
like, you know how hold it. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Which of the following Suffolk County towns do residents eat the most energy/diet snacks?
Oh,
What?
Is it Babylon, Brookhaven, East Hampton, or Riverhead? See, this information,
East
that's,
Hampton?
this information that's available out there is just fantastic.
what are the choices?
The town of Babylon, the town of Brookhaven, the town of East Hampton, or the town of Riverhead.
I'll take Babylon or East Hampton.
I'll take Brookhaven because it's large.
Okay, you have to pick one.
All right, East
Babylon is-
Hampton, East
okay,
Hampton.
yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
Ah,
East Hampton's number 1, Babylon's
I
number
mean-
3, Brookhaven's number 2, and Riverhead is number 4. And this is from Demographics Now,
Oh,
which is
interesting.
that's a very specific
Yeah.
Very
demographic.
specific.
How
Yes,
do
very
they get
specific.
that?
They get that from something called Simmons, which is an organization that goes out there and they survey people and they do all
Okay.
that kind of stuff. And from population and census data to housing expenditures, users of Demographics Now will have access to demographic information, including income, housing, race, age, education, retail spending, consumer expenditures, businesses, and more.
Have you ever gotten surveyed? Have you guys
No.
ever experienced a stranger?
I've taken the American Community Survey, which
Okay.
is that it kind of comes on the odd years for the census,
Mm.
and it's just like the census.
Mm-hmm.
And they ask you questions like, besides the demographic information, like, what languages are spoken in the house and blah, blah. It's like, how long do you watch television every day? Do you use a computer? Are you on the internet? Or all these different questions.
Mm.
And then they take those samples and they average it in, and that's how they get that information. So they're not serving everybody. They're
right.
serving, out of the
Yeah.
group. So, yeah. So it's cool stuff.
I think I did Actually, I think I did get a phone call once a long time ago, and I was like, "No."
Yeah. I think we might have said this in a previous episode, but when I was a kid at the mall, specifically the Sunrise Mall in Massapequa, there was a survey organization that would like walk around the mall with like little clipboards and like, would you like to take a survey today? And they'd bring you back into a room down like one of these like narrow hallways in the mall. You know, the narrow like
Okay, this
office.
sounds like a creepy Law
It
and
is
Order
creepy, and
episode.
I can see the wood paneling on the walls of the room. Because I did it once, and you go back,
so
you sit at a table, and they give you like a little survey, and they ask
give
you
you a
questions.
lollipop?
They give you like an incentive, right? They
Yeah,
give you.
no, yeah. I think I forgot what it was, like a $5 gift card or something at one of the places, or back then it was a gift certificate. It was a gift card. Yes, back then, and you know, we'd get back on the horse and right away. You know, such a long time ago. Okay, this just shows you how crazy and all over the place these resources are. Which of the following is the top used hybrid car in the United States? Is it the Honda Civic, the Honda Accord hybrid, the Toyota Prius, or the Toyota Camry hybrid?
the Prius.
Yeah, so
Okay,
the
I think
Prius-
it's the
I think I
top
recalled.
used hybrid car. So it's the top.
Remember when their brakes didn't work?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
The top used?
Yes, used. Like,
Oh.
yes, what car is being sold used the most? Which hybrid car? The Civic,
that's-
the Accord, the Prius, or the Camry?
I'll go with the
Well, before you answer,
what?
think about what the most popular, one of the most, if not the most popular car that's
The
out
Honda Civic.
there. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I was going Honda Civic.
I don't know, Honda Civic.
okay, you're both correct. You're both right. Yes, and that comes from Edmunds. Okay, so Edmunds includes the prices for new and used vehicles, dealer and inventory listings, a database of national and regional incentives and rebates, vehicle test drive reviews, and tips and advice on all aspects of car purchases and
Oh,
ownership.
I need to use this.
You should use
My
it.
lease is coming up, and like I want to go into a car dealership and be like, no,
Yes.
I know what because they try to wheel and deal you.
Yes.
And they take advantage if they think you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, so I want to like go in and be like, no, I know. I have Edmund's information right here.
That's funny because I did that, and they're like, "That's wrong,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm leaving that." Yeah, it was awkward. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
all right."
Now, you usually have to pay for Edmunds.com, you know, the premium section, but you don't when you use your library card
That's
here at Middle
right.
Country.
Yeah.
Come on.
So keep going at them, even if they say you're wrong.
That's
Like,
right.
No.
Say, I have Edmunds. And
Edmunds.
this is interesting.
Or just leave.
Yeah, this is interesting. You've heard of CarMax, right?
Yeah.
CarMax. So in 2020, they launched a partnership with CarMax that allows a driver to enter their vehicle details to get an instant, redeemable, and no obligation cash offer. So you can literally go into Edmunds, type all your information in about your car, and then CarMax will make you a cash offer for your car. How cool is that? Well,
That's cool.
Some people don't want to do that legwork. I got to tell you, for me, I much rather just bring the car to the dealer, have it traded in, for
Yeah.
whatever new I'm doing. I can't imagine
You don't
selling
like
a car.
haggling?
Well, look, 9 times out of 10, the car I'm returning is over 10 years old. So if they give me $1,000 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's just like less of me to have to.
No, I mean I don't. Who likes it? Some people like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some people find it to be fun, but
yeah. They run the Carfax, they look at it, they're
Right,
like, okay,
right,
this
right.
thing's good, and then sometimes I like for like my older cars, I've done that Cars for Kids, that silly
Oh,
song
yeah.
on the radio. Yeah, that's nice too because when the cars don't run, they'll still pick it up. Anyway, okay, this is a science question.
Okay.
All right, what is defined as quote the movement of a substance from its liquid to its vapor phase?
Evaporation.
Is it sublimation, transpiration, osmosis, or evaporation?
well, when something evaporates, it
From liquid to gas, you said?
From liquid to its vapor phase.
Oh, I was thinking evaporation. The words in there.
Yeah.
Is that your answer?
yeah,
Okay, you're both right.
Yeah. Woo! This is like,
Yeah.
are you smarter than a fifth grader?
yeah.
So sublimation.
No, usually
sublimation is the term that describes a change of state of a material from a frozen form to a gas, or vice versa. Transpiration refers to the evaporation of water from a biological surface, such as leaves, skin, or lungs.
Oh, yeah. That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Right? Or osmosis is the movement of water across a membrane, which is selectively permeable. So that's from the Gale Encyclopedia of Science, 6 volumes, 4th edition,
That's
covers
a lot of science.
all major areas of science, engineering, technology, as well as
That's a lot of
mathematics
science.
and the medical and health sciences. Entries typically describe scientific concepts, provide overviews of scientific areas, and in some cases, define terms.
Wow.
In some cases.
Okay,
All right. We are almost done. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I like this. Remember in Brain Quest? Did you ever have those little Brain
Yes.
Quest cards?
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
We're not encouraged to be smart in my household.
I used to like memorize every answer, and then I play with my cousin, and she'd like get them all wrong, and I was like,
Like if you are smart, you might overthrow. We shall control the TV. Okay. In what part of the world can you find the duck-billed platypus?
Oh, I know.
Is it Eastern Australia, including Tasmania? Is it the Galapagos? Is it Indonesia? Or is it Madagascar?
Oh, maybe Madagascar.
Mm-mm.
It's either Australia
But
or
they
Madagascar.
But they weren't in the movie Madagascar, were they?
Oh, listen to this one over here.
Thank you, DreamWorks.
The DreamWorks info.
I'll go with
They were.
Australia.
Yeah, I'll go to Australia too.
You're both right once again. This is a Grismek's Animal Life Encyclopedia.
Oh yeah.
They're weird little
pronounce
animals.
That right? Yeah. Completely revised and updated version of the original work published in Germany in 1960. This edition incorporates recent developments in the animal world as noted by prominent advisors and contributors from the scientific community. And what's cool about this particular one is it breaks it down in like, so mammals 1, mammals 2, reptiles. So you can use the down arrow on the database, click what you want to look for, or you can actually, all these databases, by the way, all these dictionaries, encyclopedias, you can do a word search, like a keyword search, and it'll go straight to the entry.
This is good because I know on my side, on children's side, there's usually at least 1 or 2 classes that are doing animal research projects. And sometimes the kids pick some real obscure animals that we don't have books on necessarily because we obviously don't have books on every single animal. So it's good they can use databases for those. Or it goes either way. Either the animal's like obscure and we don't have it, or they pick the most popular animal and we don't have any left because like everyone picked that animal. Yeah. So we do try to encourage them to use this database as well.
Awesome. Who wrote the following? If you are lucky enough to have lived in Paris as a young man, then wherever you go for the rest of your life, it stays with you. For Paris is a movable feast.
Hemingway?
Okay, I'll give you the choices there.
I have no idea. Walt Whitman?
Is it Anthony Bourdain, Ernest Hemingway, Charles de Gaulle, or Woody Allen?
I'm going with Bourdain.
Is it Woody Allen?
You think it's Woody Allen?
No, I'm going to say with Hemingway.
Okay, Hemingway.
My man.
It is Ernest Hemingway.
Oh! My man Hemingway.
You don't want to say that. He's a jerk.
Oh, was he? All right. Well.
All right, fine. Be that way. Okay. Yeah, I threw some things in there, Anthony Bourdain might have said something like that, but no, it was Ernest Hemingway. And actually, he had a book called Movable Feast. Yes. So that's from the Oxford Dictionary of American Quotations, 2nd edition. Over 5,700 quotations available. It offers a stimulating picture of American culture and life. Up-to-date and thoroughly researched, the dictionary gives readers a nutshell history of what great or not so great Americans had to say about many topics. This is also another database that I'll go to, like Culturegrams, just to read. It's kind of interesting to see what other people say. I love like reading like Mark Twain because he was like, for his time, he was crazy witty. So who organized and led the Boston Tea Party? Was it Alexander Hamilton, Ted Danson, Samuel Adams, or Thomas Hutchinson?
Samuel Adams?
Yeah, I think it's Sam Adams.
Was Sam Adams? Yes, he threw the tea into the harbor and then he started making beer.
Yep.
All right. So Sam Adams was the gentleman who led and organized it, along with the quote unquote Sons of Liberty, who included these heavy hitters: John Adams, John Hancock, James Otis, Paul Revere. Yes, Revere. That is from the Oxford Companion to United States History. It is a volume as big and varied as the nation it portrays, with over 1,400 entries written by some 900 historians and other scholars. It illuminates not only America's political, diplomatic, and military history, but also social, cultural, and intellectual trends. All right. So this is a bonus question. So we've had 10 questions. I think you're tied. Yeah. I do think you're tied. So this is the tiebreaker. Okay. All right, here we go. In what decade did the term as a noun whack originate?
Like that's whack.
Okay.
I'll say 80s or 90s.
Was it the 30s, the 50s, the 70s, or the 90s?
90s.
whack
As a adjective, you said?
Noun.
as a noun?
Oh, wait, no.
So I will give you a hint.
Like a whack is
It
a
is
thing?
originated in the U.S.
Wait, what's a noun? A person, place, or thing?
Yes, and I'll tell you the definition.
Okay, yeah.
A crazy or eccentric person.
Oh, like a wackadoodle?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Ooh, that actually might help you with the time because it's
Maybe
kind
the
of
30s then. I'll change my answer to the 30s.
30s. What about you, Sarah?
50s?
What was the other
There's
one?
30s, 50s, 70s, or 90s.
I go 50s.
Okay. The answer is the 30s.
That's what my grandma's calls people.
Yes. So used in a sentence, some whack with a grudge, some crazy person with a grudge. The adjective, also U.S., was especially used with the reference to use of the drug crack.
Right, crack is whack.
Bad and harmful. Yes, crack
Yeah.
is whack. You
Yeah.
use crack today, tomorrow you'll be bumming, which is, I guess,
Oh.
yeah. Yes, it's the back formation from the wacky adjective, and it's also shortened from wacky, wacko, and the implication being that it is crazy to get involved with drug taking. That's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
And as a verb, what do you think whack means? To whack,
Hit?
to kill.
Oh, to kill. To
Yes.
get
Whack 'em.
Yeah, whack 'em.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So that is the Oxford. I'm glad you went in that direction. It's from the Oxford Dictionary of Modern Slang, second edition.
Oh, modern slang.
Oh, modern slang, that's fun.
Yes, drawing on the unique resources of the Oxford English Dictionary and offering coverage of over 6,000 slang words and expressions from all over the world. So
Wow.
there you go. Oh no, was it all over the world? No, yeah, from all over the world. Okay.
Leave
Well,
that in.
I hope you enjoyed.
Make people
I hope
think
you
they-
enjoyed this special trivia episode. And if you want to listen to older trivia episodes, including, and we always say this, the infamous Thanksgiving Day episodes,
The first
because we
one.
go up on Thursday, so we always do it crazy on Thanksgiving. Visit our website, mcplpodcast.com. You can email us, podcast@mcplibrary.org, or you can chat with us, comment on our Podbean site, or you can do that down below if you're listening on YouTube. And make sure you smash that like button on YouTube. Smash it and like and subscribe. So for Sarah Fade and Nicole Rambo, I'm Sal DiMincenzo. We'll see you on the next show.